Let us not dawdle.
Part of the missing maps driving you nuts? Or bonkers? Gotta get that maggot off of me. Commissar. Alright, before we go to him, let's see if we can find Abelard.
Open. I always get the job done. Failure is just a temporary setback. I'll learn from this mistake.
I hope so.
I won't let it define me. Failure is just a temporary setback.
Come on, you can open it.
I'll learn from this mistake. Failure is just a temporary setback.
It's a 0% chance, so. This place is really neat looking. Argenta. God Emperor did not forsake his chosen one. I pray for our paths to cross once more. Your arrival is timely indeed. With the Emperor chosen on my side, we can come out of hiding and exact revenge upon the enemies of humanity. But it shouldn't take up your time. Speak instead to the Commissar, the one who leads these valiant souls. He will tell you everything you need to know. Who are these people? I found them subjects of the Imperium, and they were taken to his den of misery and despair, scattered across this vast chasm. They were condemned to suffer in the amusement of enemies of humanity, and the beasts were wrong in thinking they were simply resign ourselves to our fate. I share my faith with the future with them. Future we will claim with his hands upon our lips. What happened to you? My memory betrays me. I lost consciousness soon after they dragged us into the shadows. I came to in this filthy arena. They had set up some clawed beast against me. I slew it. I doubt that. You're like my weakest person on the team. They sent another. I killed them all, one after another. The unseen spectator demanded more and more. At last I had an opportunity. One of the beasts I fought damaged the enclosure and managed to escape the arena. She had seen how quickly the scum who whooped and cheered from the stands set off after me. I forged a path with the sword and bolter and wandered for a long time in darkness. Then I wound up here. Loyal servant of the Emperor found me, gave me a chance to serve him again. Who's the Commissar? Loyal servant of the Emperor, who had not lost the will to fight even in the impenetrable gloom. He has mustered a resistance. Everyone who can hold a weapon and refuses to accept the fate of a toy in the clutches of the vile xenos. The dwellers of the dungeon are myriad, and most are lack of soul, courage, or willpower. The Commissar and his associates seek out the true champions of the Imperium. Among them are the people of battle against the xenos. Providence itself brought me here. I assisted the Commissar in his search for hopes of finding you among the captives. I devoted myself in finding faith, yet frail pluck to the strength of the guide, and guiding the able yet desperate toward hope. And my efforts have already borne fruit. 2 squads have gone on scouting mission and discovered a safe passage out of Camorra. Yes. You will join me, will you not? I served the resistance for as long as I could. My duties of these people is done. It's time I joined you in pursuit of my original mission. First, allow me to address the final words of guidance to my flock. Servants of the Emperor, children of humanity, be strong in your resolve and pure in faith. Our deliverance is at hand. Steel your hearts, for the great trial lies ahead of us all. The reward for passing it is freedom. So, as much reading is in this game. Can I count it as a book? I'm tempted to read a Warhammer book and try it out.
Is there money to be made?
Maybe it'll help me know more about the little more about the lore too.
I always have a backup plan.
Wait. I don't think I have anything to demolish this. That's a no-go.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Did you read Game of Thrones? I have not. I've been waiting for him to finish it. I've done it once before in a book series. I read the Sword of Truth series, and I read the first 7 books, and I caught up. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna. And it's like, I don't want to keep waiting, because sooner or later, I'm just going to forget all what happened by the time waiting for his books to come out.
Let us not dawdle.
And he came out with, like, 4 more books, I think, after that. So I'm just waiting for him to finish writing them, and then I'm just going to read them all at once. Jeez. Violent people!
I always keep my options open. I won't let it define me. Rise to the top, or get left
Is
in
the
the
commissar
dust.
going to be Abelard? I'm waiting for a surprise like that.
Just as I planned.
I read his Hedge Knight book. Do it the Hedge Knight. I don't know if that's the name of it, but I read that one. I don't. That's not the name of it, but I can't remember. But it's he had a short story, The Hedge Knight, and then he made it into a full book. Can't demolish anything.
I always have a backup plan.
Hey, dang it! How you doing? Missed you too.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Thought you're hiding from us. Loot the... Oh, okay. Before we do much else.
I'm restless.
You are? Good. Do you have a weapon? You do not. Um... Okay, we'll put that on me. We're gonna give her a crappy gun. Glad to have you here. Dang it. Glad to have you here.
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
I'm doing well. Doing well. Okay, so the commissar is here. I can't get to these because of... Oh, wait. I have been left behind. Go back. I can't loot that. There's a beggar
Always
over
keep
here.
your eye on the prize.
We'll take that. Maybe somebody will need it. I thought they said Abelard is here. Again, I'm starting to think he's the commissar.
Keep your wits about you.
They said he's here. turned 30 yesterday. Well, happy birthday. Hope you had a good birthday.
Let us not dawdle.
Another loyal servant of the throne has found its way to these tough, confounded catacombs. Fear not. Approach. If you have faith in the Emperor, you only find allies here. Make the, okay, Emperor protects. Indeed, the Emperor protects. Who are you? Commissar Ikaosotni? But my brothers and sisters in the arms simply call me the Commissar. I was assigned to the regiment of the Venetian? I don't know. It's words are hard to pronounce. Fought the Battle of the World of Kemet Secundus, where I was wounded and taken prisoner while unconscious. I've recovered all with my wounds, carried on fighting the wicked xenos as the head of the local resistance cell which I founded. My valorous comrades and I sabotaged the enemy's activities while we devised our plan of escape. Just to let you know, Maddie, I was a few months shy of your age now when I had my second kid. He's graduating high school in a few weeks. Keep up the good work. Will do. Stand for the Imperium. Look at him. I require medical assistance. You do not look so badly injured. You're suffering from severe shortage of medical supplies. Better to save than we have critical situation. Malice sent me here for your head. However, I have no desire to cause you harm. The scaled miscreant, long since he wanted me dead. He craves my soldiers. He's forced us from our base in this perilous place, but he will pay for his schemes soon. Once my plan is set in motion, it is a disgrace to serve one such as he. You ought to join our ranks instead. What is your escape plan? Some of our own have captured a small xeno ship that is moored for repairs in a remote, unused dock. They eliminated the crew quietly, but left the pilot alive to sail the ship back to the real space. We can get to the dock through the dimensional portal located at our base. Yeah, Starben's on here quite often. It's on here quite often. Starben's been watching my videos for a long time. Was it Sergeant Vegestus' squad I was tasked in capturing the ship? Did he survive? Emperor protected him. He did not fail the Emperor. Vegestus is in good health and waiting for us to survive. Regrettably, Malice and the Shriekers drove us out and took over the base. First order business will confront him there. Propose that you take him by surprise and deliver the first strike. We will support the attack from the outside. Who are the people under your command? Core of my unit is composed of prisoners from various Astra military regiments and a number of planetary guards. They all formed the assault squad and went on a special operations under Sergeant Vegestas' command. The rest are common people who had the misfortune of being captured by the xenos. Serfs, nobility, administrative clerks, technomats, void workers, monks, anyone who found the courage to take up arms. The only kinds you won't find here are heretics, lawbreakers, and cowards. Rundown on the game? Sure. So, Warhammer, I don't know if you know anything about Warhammer Universe. I don't know tons about Warhammer Universe, but, in the game, we are a rogue trader. So there is a god emperor, who's basically, our god, and everybody worships him. And thousands of years ago, he gave these people, rogue traders, a warrant of trade, which they have close to unlimited power. Will control planets, everything else. Well, in the beginning of the game, we started out. I was just an heir to a rogue trader. A big battle happened. The rogue trader died. I took over. And they were having issues with things on our planets, with the aliens attacking, heretics causing all trouble. And so we fixed our planet. Well, tried to fix our planets. And then we just got captured. So now the aliens, or xenos, captured us. And I'm trying to find my members of my companions. Trust Mykillangelo, these people can be relied upon in the darkest hour, and the source resolve in fate. Each among these is ready to give their life in righteous cause. Many have. How have you managed to accomplish so much? Every morsel of intelligence we have acquired, every step of progress we made was paid in blood and pain. Information about the dying cabal that dreads entering the docks of its enemies instead of the moors is abandoned area. It's forced to take captive xenos. The knowledge of the portal was brought in exchange for one half of the weapons it stockpiled. Taking that ship cost several lives. Each was worth more than the whole blasted city. Yeah, this game is long. I believe I'm getting closer to 70 hours in the game. Or I probably will tonight. It's a long game. It's, if you know anything about Pathfinder, Kingmaker, and Wrath of the Righteous, same company made this. I will join you. My brothers and sisters in arms. A new fighter has joined our ranks. Emperor graces with us. Alright. What does your resistance do? Our ongoing objective is to keep bolstering our ranks, seeking out prisoners who haven't yet lost their faith, willingness to oppose the nefarious jailers. Our second priority in arms is to arm ourselves and train. Each of my soldiers are the basic guards tactics in order to mold them fully fledged assault unit. Most importantly, we gather information and plot our escape. And the day we pave the road to freedom with the corpses of the detestable xenos and nigh. What were your circumstances of your capture? We engaged the enemy in the world of Camult Secundus in the Marchian Marches in the Calaxis sector. The loathsome foes of humanity were known to launch such raids in the area, and received orders to defend the good subjects of the Imperium. When the profaners descended upon us, gave them no quarter. The enemy was routed. My unit drove them back to their ships. Our counterattack drove the wedge into their advancing horde and thwarted the invasion. But it also meant that we were cut off from flanks and surrounded. We fought valiantly for several hours to stop the enemy ranks from forming for a new onslaught, until we depleted our munitions reserves. By that time, the superior officers had already fallen, so I led my people with a bayoneted charge. We taught the Xenos my God, I can't read. Xenos a lesson in blood, and then I have no memory of how the battle ended. I came to consciousness in this foul place, disarmed and on the verge of death. Thought I'd die, but there was not yet time for the Emperor to release me into services. All right, other business to tend to. So we got to find Abelard.
Is there money to be made?
Have I missed him? I thought they said Abelard was here, right? Save Abelard in the Mangled Sector. Save Pascal in the streets of Camorra.
I always have a backup plan. Failure is just a temporary
the most
setback.
terrible punishment.
I'll
I
learn from this
failed.
mistake. Failure is just a
Should have been
temporary
accomplished easily.
setback. Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Oh, he's right there.
That's how it's done.
He's crawling. Abby! Samsung hard drive needs to restart. All right. Quatharina, love. White amsec and fruits. Of course, love. Children are making mischief again. Quatharina, where are you? Abelard? The drive streams are at it again. Another council session. Another appeal to the... Logithiums? They'll never be satisfied, love. They'll make us and our children disappear. Perhaps we should just give in. Say that Dargonis is not our home, love. Would you like that, love? Would you rather leave? Leave it all behind. Go somewhere far away. Away from the toils. I got like nothing. Inject him with a stimulant. I don't have a stimulant. I'm not dogmatic. Man, I don't have a stimulant. I started this game beginning of December. December, like, what, 7th? I think it was. It's when the game came out and I started streaming it. It's a long game. Very long game. I'm not going to be able to coerce him. Man, I'm going to do any of this. We're going to try it anyway. Hey, I succeeded. What's that? Seneschal? Who's calling me? Saint's blood, Lord Captain, you're alive. Thank the God Emperor, death has not found you yet. Then again, given the circumstances, it may be for the worst. What happened to you? Thrice blasted xenos simply chucked me aside like a pile of rubbish. I went to look for you, or for help, and I ended up here. This is where it found me. That memory fails me, and all I can remember is bits and pieces and needles. Pumped something out of me, and it pumped something in. Seems like one piece except that creature. How could I put this? The needles siphoned the strength out of me. I feel older by a good decade or two. My word, I think I am older. Why would I start seeing things? Never thought I'd live long enough to go senile. What was it that attacked you? Spawn of nightmare, so ghastly. My mind refuses to picture a clear image of it. Nothing but meat, metal, many, many needles. It feasted on me, feasted on my very soul. Would have devoured me whole if I hadn't gorged itself on a prey before me. Find a way to get your time back. Pray, Lord Captain, there's enough strength in this body. Your senator will not be easily broken by some... I could use a brief respite. Who's Quitharina? My late wife, Lord Captain. I think in all the time wandering around, my sanity may have suffered. For a time, I hope. It appeared my mind could no longer stomach the kind of horrors this place has to offer. I saw her at my side. Saw a different time at different place. Where are the others? I haven't the faintest idea, your lordship. All I can say is, I have managed to survive down here, and the others a second chance too. There are no weaklings in your retinue. I, for one, have had enough of this heap of filth. It's time to move on. Could not agree more, Captain. I serve House von Valancius. Nice! I got my Abbey. I got no weapon for him, I don't think.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step.
Abby!
Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Abby, you can get some grenades. Whenever the wearer performs an area attack, it instantly provokes attacks of opportunity from the adjacent enemies. Wearer gains a toughness bonus, temporary wounds for each stack of opportunity. Okay. So we have no idea
The sooner we start.
where your elite is.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
We're not going to kill the commissar, so we're not going to do this one. Pascal on the streets of Camorra. So we're going to have to go through here quickly and see, or thoroughly.
Keep
I don't think he's
wits
going to be
about
here.
you.
I think we're going to have to go back. Already looked at that.
Let us not dawdle.
Okay, so let's go back, do a more thorough search. Streets of the Chasm. Assuming that's where he is. Can't leave my tech priest. He's not the most powerful in my group, but he does heal. And he's just cool. Oh. What? What was that?
Lesson learned.
Is there money to be made? Always keep your eye on the price.
All right, Pascal, where are you? That makes me wonder, if you don't get him, would you lose him for good?
I always keep my options open. Keep your wits about you.
Assuming it's here.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I thought they said he was hanging on something, right? I believe that's what he said.
Is there money to be made?
To the arena. I don't. Doesn't say he's in the arena though. He says on the streets of Camorra. Maybe he's not here. Maybe it's a completely different area. I want to double check.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Not having any weapons sucks though. I'm not sure who the voice actor is for here.
The Emperor favors me today.
Well, I need to find Abelard, and I don't know where he's at. I'm not going to kill the commissioner or commissar. Find Pascal in the streets of Camorra. Find a way to escape Camorra.
Let us not dawdle.
I want to go that way, and don't call me meat.
Keep your wits about you.
We'll take a look at the pit again. Doesn't show anywhere here. He's... It's portal to the arena. That's to the pit. No idea what this is.